All right. Also, guys, this is my apartment. This is kind of like my man cave, right? I come here like whenever I'm bored. I want to watch some TV. Want to hang out. You know, it's kind of like my space. So hopefully you guys have your own little personal space. Anyway, so let's move on to the rectangle. All right, rectangle is kind of like a square. It's kind of, but it's not, right? Again, we're talking about two-dimensional figures, so flat shapes. We're not talking about, you know, any shape I can hold. We're talking about a flat shape. So rectangles, all right? My drawing is terrible, by the way, okay? They have four sides, just like a square, all right? Except with a rectangle, the sides opposite of each other are equal. So let me explain that. So let's say this side is 10, right? The side across from it or opposite of it is this one, right? This is also 10. Okay? So let's say, obviously this is not as long as this side, right? So let's say this is 5. The side across the way or opposite of it is also 5. Okay? That's how rectangles work. The side opposite from each other are the same. Keep that in mind. All right? And you see, oh, my dog is over here. He's sleeping. He's really cute. Anyway, so you see how the 10 right here is on the bottom? This is what's called the length. Okay? And then from here to here, that's called the height. Okay? Now, one thing to know about height. Height is measured going straight from the bottom to the top. So if you ever go to the doctor's office and they want to take your height, right, want to measure you, they measure from your feet to your toes, straight up, right? They don't measure at an angle. They measure from your feet up, okay? So when I measure height, it's literally from here to here, okay? So, with this rectangle, okay, let's find the area of it, okay? So remember, area is what's inside the rectangle, right? So to find the area of a rectangle, okay, I have to do, my formula says A equals L or B times height, okay? B is my length or my base, H is my height, okay? So A equals B times H. So B is 10. H is 5 times 5. 10 times 5 is 50. That's it. Just 10 times 5. That's all I got to do. All right. And again, perimeter is just the outside. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 5, 15, 20, 30. All right. So I count the outside. My perimeter is 30. It's not rocket science, guys. It's really just counting. And with area, you want to follow the formula. Okay. Again, you get this formula. I'll email the formula out to you. Formula sheet out to you guys for anyone who needs it. I know I've passed out about 1 million of them in my career, but I always have copies. Yeah, so that's a rectangle. Simple enough. All right. So let's go to the next shape, shall we? Hopefully none of you guys got COVID yet. They're letting some of us back in the building at very limited capacity. Just employees, not you guys, sorry. Oops. Okay. Oh, man. Let me stretch a little bit. I got my dog. My dog's name's Ron, by the way. Super cool. All right. So, next shape. okay? Something called a parallelogram. I'm gonna write that out for you so you see it. So I think it's P. All right, whatever. Parallelograms look just like rectangles. They're pretty much the same. All right, so I'll try to draw one for you. I'm gonna cross this, get rid of this. So parallelogram is kind of a rectangle at a slant. You guys see what I mean there? It's not quite a rectangle, but it's at a slant, right? So it's kind of the same thing here, right? The sides opposite from each other are the same length, right? So if this was 5, this would be 5. If this was 2, this would be 2. Okay? So let's say that my base here, or my length, is, let's go with 8 inches. And this, the slant right here, is 4 inches. All right? And then if I want to measure from the bottom straight to the top, so it's a straight line, let's say that is 3 inches. Okay. So we have my length, we have a slant, and we have my height. Okay. And I want to find the area of this parallelogram. Okay. So the formula for area of a parallelogram is the same as a rectangle. Same thing. All right. So it'll be A equals base times height. And we know since it's on the bottom here, going all the way across, my base is 8. So B is 8. Now, my height, I have two numbers here. I have either 3 or 4. If you remember what I said about height, height is measured going straight from the bottom, straight to the top. Okay? 4 is going at an angle. 3 is going from the bottom straight to the top. So 3 will be my answer, or 3 will be my height. So base 8 times height, which is 3. 8 times 3 is 24. That's my area. Boom. Simple enough, right? Okay, so let's say I want to find the perimeter of this, right? Remember what I said? It's the same thing as a rectangle, correct? So if I want to, if this is 8, this is 8, right? This is 4, this is 4. Now, I don't use the 3 for my perimeter because the 3 is not on the outside, is it? It's on the inside. Remember, perimeter is the measurement of the outside. So I only need to count the outside here. So I have 8 plus 4, 12, plus 8, 20, plus 4, 24. Perimeter is the same, right? There you go. Okay. So that is just the first lesson for today. Dealing with rectangles, squares, parallelograms. Okay. Next lesson is going to be with triangles and circles. Triangles and circles suck. They're not fun, but we're going to do our best to make them fun. Okay. And again, you always get the formulas. Okay. They're never out of sight for you. You always have to look at it. You just have to know when and how to use them. Okay. That's today's lesson, guys. I'll be presenting much more of these. If you have a special request, please email me, let me know, and I will be glad to hook you up. All right. Stay safe. Have a good day. Love you guys. See ya.